Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokémon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokémon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well,
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokémon.
not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokémon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Mom, it was so many years ago. Come on, it's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Big Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey
My
ahead.
name isn't.
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
Hello everyone, how's it going? Anyone hear me well? See who's in the chat. I see people. Oh, relax and enjoy by Vanessa came by. Thumbs up, son. And hey, me. Wow. Pretty short in here. Must be people. Hold on. Oh. Hey, what's up, SF Niners Nick Sports Nation? How's it going? Doing alright? Yeah. This starting is probably not going to be too long, but I wanted to talk about my experience playing Pokémon Sword and Shield. I know it's an older Pokemon game. It's already been out like 3 or 4 years now, but who cares? I got it for the first time this year, and I loved it. I want to just talk about my experience playing the game, and just how awesome it is, and some of the shortcomings as well. So far, when I first started playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, I started out with Shield first. And the first starter I had started out with was Sobel, which I eventually early on, before I even got to Motor Stuff City, I managed to evolve it into Inteleon before I even made it to Motor Stuff City, which is like where the third fire type gym leader is supposed to be. I think it was Kabu. And then by then, I had already caught 6 other big Pokemon before I made it to the wild area. And during the wild area, I caught a whole bunch of other Pokemon. It was awesome. Like it was just it's like I got to see new Pokemon, old classic Pokemon, and just a lot of variety. And it was so early in the game. Like usually when you start out in the early beginning of a Pokemon game, you get a limited variety. But in this game, but in Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Rural region, you get to start out with a selection of a large variety. Sure, there may be an overabundance of water types and possibly grass types as well, but there's at least a decent variety of other types as well. And then you get on, and then I was introduced to this new thing called Dynamax and Gigantamax, and the use of these power spots, which you can get get Pokemon from there. Giant Dynamax Pokemon, but you can also catch Pokemon in these power spots. And I thought that was a pretty cool thing. The whole Dynamax and the power spots thing was so cool. Like you get to not only utilize and practice using the new mechanic they have, which is Dynamax / Gigantamax, which I guess is the new Mega Evolution / Z move mechanic. It's the new gimmick, which I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool gimmick. About as cool as Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution is awesome. I still love Mega Evolution. I'm not gonna lie. But Dynamax is pretty close up to it. I really never cared too much for Z moves though, because okay, so I can get a basic new secondary move, something like that. I just specialty moves type thing. I mean, that's cool and all, but it just wasn't something I saw as astounding. Not like Mega Evolution or Dynamax or Gigantamax. Those are fucking awesome. Like you need to see the Pokemon really get powered up and stuff like that, or change forms and stuff like that. Reach a new level of power. Kind of showing how the Dragon Ball Z characters reach a new level of power. Like through the same stuff. Kind of why I kind of like the Mega Evolution and Dynamax. Speaking of Dynamax thing, I also like the whole Gigantamax thing. Like, I like how it's easy to get a Pokemon of Dynamax, but if you gotta have there's a certain way that you do to get a Gigantamax. Like a Pokemon, only certain Pokemon can Gigantamax, and it has to be a certain kind. Like they have to have the factor, which is a cool thing. They have to have a certain type of factor that allows them to Gigantamax. Where any Pokemon can be Dynamax, only certain type of Pokemon can be Gigantamax. And I thought that was pretty cool, since they made Dynamax very in general for all. Like they do it, kind of like they do with Z move. They decided to do a whole secondary thing like Gigantamax, where only a specific group of Pokemon can do. Kind of similar to certain Z moves, like certain Z crystals, where there were these certain type of special Z crystals that only certain Pokemon can utilize. Like say the Pikachu crystal, Z crystal, or the Mimikyu Z crystal, something like that. Or Mega Evolution, where only certain Pokemon can Mega Evolve. So I like how they did that with Gigantamax, make it pretty cool, but better than Dynamax, because Dynamax thing, all it does is make your Pokemon a bit bigger and a bit stronger. Whereas with Gigantamax thing, your Pokemon not only become bigger and stronger, but they gain even more strength, and they also change form. And so it's much cooler and bigger. Like that's pretty awesome. So yeah, I like that new mechanic and how you're given access to a large variety of Pokemon early in the game. And on top of that, you're also you're able to gain a lot of rare items and equipment early in the game, rare candies, expensive items, and berries and stuff like that early in the game. Especially when you're doing these hot spots, these power spots, where you go against Dynamax Pokemon, you can fight and catch Dynamax Pokemon. Which I thought was very cool and a good way to pass time, as well as gain new Pokemon, as well as increase the strength of your team. It gives you more options and allow you to get access to Pokemon that you wouldn't get in the wild area or find very often. Sometimes you can get a hold of very rare. Like in one of my own datas on Shield, I had a girl character who's that named Cree. Yesterday, I was trying to find me a fire type Pokemon before I started my gym challenge. So I was I gathered a bunch of on point wishing on and stuff like that. And so I can get to a lot of wishing people. So I'll be able to find me a fire type at one of the power spots. During one of during my grind through that, I had the luck of coming across a Charmander early in the game. And boy was I excited. I didn't waste no time. I went to make sure that I was locked and loaded. I had plenty of Pokeballs and stuff like that, as well as specialty balls. So I used my best Pokemon. I used my own Palpitoad to battle and catch it, which I succeeded. Hooray. Best moment of my life. I got a Charizard early in the game, so yeah, that's a real confidence boost and a braggable moment. So I pretty much already had my team set up for the female character I'm playing as in one of my avatar accounts on my Nintendo Switch. For my male character, I had two male characters. One of them is Prey, that's my nickname, or the other one's named Roland. My character, the Trey character, has I picked a group which I had already evolved it into a Willow, and as a secondary ace, I have Gallade and Umbreon. Because I always kind of really like the Umbreon and Espeon too. Why? Because of Pokemon card Pokemon. Because I used to play Pokemon card Pokemon, and the main characters, the two main Pokemon was always an Umbreon and Espeon, and I would play those two and those are like his main characters Pokemon. So that's why I have such a love for Espeon and Umbreon. But anyway, as I'm playing as either one of my characters, I get to motos though. As I play the game, one other thing I also come to like, which did surprise me a lot, was whereas in most previous other Pokemon games, the gym leaders were usually just seen as the stepping stone up. Now don't get me wrong, the gyms are in this game are kind of stepping stone obstacles, but instead of being that, they're much more stuff. They're literally celebrities in their home country. They're celebrated. They're like the social media / mainstream celebrities of Glory. Like the game heavily emphasizes on them more so than any game has ever had when it comes to gym leaders. And they make it they make the gym challenge like literally a sport. And I like that. Like it's become more of a sport. It's a sport in the Galore. Like instead of battling in these type of regular specified gyms, you're battling them in a big stadium. Like a big ass stadium, like a big old sports stadium, like an NFL football league stadium. You get to hear the crowd cheer for you and the gym leader as you and said gym leader battle it out for supremacy. And the music, bro, the music of the gym battle music is so high. It is so very high. I be taking moments to enjoy the music and put fist pumping as I'm battling the gym leader. like it, bruh. That music gets you pumped. Like that was like I didn't expect it when I was on the getting on that when I was on singing on playing Pokemon Sword and Shield of how glamorous the cheerleaders are, but also how much they serve as importance to not only the story but the channels of love. They've been given more light. They put more respect. They put respect on the gym leader's name by making them more than just some stepping stone obstacle, but making them a significant importance. I said, okay, I would like to say, well, Pokemon Sword and Shield doing something new, so much more right. Because people as people who play Pokemon games, we're used to seeing the gym challenges, gym leaders, and as mere obstacles and stepping stones to the real challenge that's the Pokemon League or in the Elite Four. Oh yeah, fun fact also. What also got me that in this one, there are no Elite Four. There's still a champion, but there's no Elite Four. The gym leaders are basically not only just the gym leader, but they also serve as roles that I guess you could say kind of as Elite Four in a way. Like everything is pretty much sports-like in Galar and Pokemon Sword and Shield. Everything is tournament based. So, kind of like how in the anime is where, in the games there's an Elite Four, and the only way to be a champion is if you beat the Elite Four and the champion yourself. But in the anime, you face off against a whole bunch of trainers who went on journeys who was like Ash Ketchum. And face them and face off against the tournament level before you get to face off against the champion, I guess. Or you fight for the position to be champion. So I'm glad they kind of did that. Did that they were on this go on that route with Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I really liked the Pokemons that were the new Galar region Pokemon, as well as the regional variants of certain Pokemon we had in Sword and Shield. Like the Galarian Lagoon, Linoon, and they also added a third evolution to Linoon that's specific only to the Galar region, which is I like Obstagoon. Obstagoon is just a badass. And that's a badass Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I like the Galar region variant on the Pokemon. In honest opinion, I feel like they're much better than the Alola region-based variant Pokemon variant, which is not bad, especially the Galar region Meow, which in my honest opinion is a lot more cool looking and better than the Alola region. Heck, it's more cool looking than the original Kanto region Meow. Speaking of Meow has its own special Gigantamax form, which is, I guess, it's cool, but really weird. This Gigantamax form is kind of elongated, overstretched body with no eye pupil, and I guess that it stretches over you, like as if it's trying to haunt you or something, like a ghost or something like that. Like, if you see the anime, you'll know what I'm talking about. On Meow Gigantamax in the anime. But I guess it's pretty cool, I guess. Like, it could have been worse. It could have been a complete disaster. It could have been a huge joke, Yeah, a huge joke. Or a great disappointment, but it wasn't. Like, it wasn't. What I can say is, Sword and Shield didn't seem repetitive. It didn't repeat the same formula like other games did. Neither did Sun and Moon, of course. It didn't repeat the formula either, because it didn't even have gym leaders. But it still. It didn't have a Pokemon League at first either, until later on in the game, in the middle of the main story of the game. So yeah, I can praise that. It like it took the same route as on Sun and Moon. It basically did something different, just like Sun and Moon did. And I commend Sword and Shield for that. You know, I can see what they're trying to do with these newer games now. They're trying to, you know, do something new, do something fresh with the Pokemon games now, and stop rinsing and repeat like they used to always do. I guess whoever complains about the repetitiveness of Pokemon must have got their wish, huh? But anyway, one of the downsides I did want to say about Pokemon Sword and Shield is that it was kind of short. It wasn't as long as most other Pokemon games I think. It was probably, out of all the Pokemon games, it was the shortest. It was pretty short. It wasn't as long. It didn't really feel too much like a long journey like the others did. It felt so short and like it was unfinished. Like it was done in a hurry and out and distributed in a hurry. But then again, I looked online and people did say that this game was admittedly done in a hurry and was not really completely finished. But even despite the fact it wasn't finished, it was still pretty good. But the one thing I can say, like most of the other games, every one of the Pokemon games has an evil team. I guess if you want to call Team Yell an evil team, because they really weren't evil. They're more just an annoying nuisance and comically annoying nuisance, if you want to put it that way. Kind of similar to Team Skull. You know, Team Skull was a bunch of kind of sort of bad guys, but they were more street folk who just love to hijack buses and stuff like that, and be nuisances at inconvenient times. They still were funny and entertaining. You enjoyed Team Skull, despite the fact they were being an inconvenience to you. And the thing I can say for Team Yell, even though they were always being an inconvenience, I still enjoyed their presence and enjoyed their, comedic interference. I guess you would say it on that. So yeah, like I said, Pokemon Sun and Moon and Pokemon Sword and Shield did a lot of things right. Like instead of just making every team they own, just doing like every other game and make an evil team. A Team Rocket knockoff. The Team Rocket was the first evil team, let's be real. They were the first in Pokemon games and Pokemon trilogy itself. If not, I think they're the biggest out of all the other teams too. But if anything, the one thing I liked about Team Yell, just like I liked about Team Skull, that instead of just being these super bad, super villain type group, they were just a bunch of cool goofball groups that were annoying inconvenience, but just yet still fun to be around, to have around along the journey and battle on top of that. Where Team Skull was started by second-rate petty trainer like Guzma. Well, I guess that's kind of insult on his second rate, because Guzma is pretty good. Especially if you see him in the anime. He's hella good. He is hella skilled. And whereas Team Yell was started by the second strongest gym leader, which is Speakz. One of my favorite gym leaders next to Rhyhorn. I really like Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's pretty cool. And the fact that a gym leader, is just as strong is a rival of the champion and is supposed to be really on par with the champion, and that region is pretty cool. And it kind of, like I said, this Pokemon Sword and Shield really fleshes out the gym leader a lot more than most games do. but not too much because it still leaves them kind of ambiguous a little bit. Unless you can go watch the Pokemon Generations and Twilight, then you get a more in-depth look into a lot of characters, especially the gym leaders. What motivates them, when it pushes them, what they go through and stuff like that. Yeah. I binge watched all that. I like it too. Kind of like all their backstory and stuff like that. What else? What else is it? Thinking while dancing. Thinking. Okay. About thinking something. Oh, there you go. I really liked the champion in this game. He had a lot of personality. More so than most other champions in other regions. And he was a pretty cool guy. And I also like the fact that my rival and the champion will relate to each other. And because that the rival, which is named Hop, was motivated not just because he wanted to be the best, not because he wanted to be champion, because he wanted to surpass his own older brother and beat his older brother and prove to himself that he's just as good as his older brother, if not better. He kind of felt like he was trying to uphold that family name because his older brother was a champion. And that's what greatly, when I think greatly, it seemed to be the main thing that motivated Pop a lot. And in the story, is that he was motivated to become stronger and surpass his brother and eventually become the champion. Same with Marnie, whose older brother, who's the little sister of the gym leader Pierce, the second strongest gym leader. I know that both my rivals are related to were both related to top tier trainers and had an expectation of them. And the fact that Team Yell is mostly, when you think about it, they weren't really evil groups, to be fair. They're mostly just a fan club that caused mischief for the sake of for the person they were fan of, which was Marnie, which I respected. For sure, I feel them justified them being a nuisance, but they were funny, and when they were funny because they were a nuisance and interesting. But yeah, every one of my rivals had a motivation. Even Bede. I actually liked it, Bede, despite the fact he was a total Joho and dickhead. He was kind of your jerk rival. I liked how this game gave us a nice childhood friendly rival, the quiet shy girl rival, and the stereotypical jerk rival, which is Bede. Like you were getting 3 different rivals. Unlike where it's not, I can say 3 was enough. Whereas with Collins region, you had an overabundance of rivals. Trevor, Piano, Donna, many others. But especially if you watch the anime, Ash had an overabundance of rivals. He had more rivals than any other CDC, to be fair. Too bad we didn't have a Lawn as a rival. Just like in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, we didn't have Paul. Which would have been awesome if we had Paul as a rival. Instead of just Barry. But oh well. No use crying over spilt milk. I wish they did, but also they kind of did because they could have added Paul in their own Brilliant Diamond and Pearl, but they did. They just kept it pretty much the same with with a couple new added stuff and update graphics. But they had an opportunity to add also and do something different, liven up the game. That was they said, "Oh, fuck it, we don't need this guy in the game." He's already made his mark in the own. He's already made his mark in the own. His debut, his own big in DP, and he's supposed to come back, and he's already coming back in Journey. So there's what's the point of putting him in the remake? No point. So we're not gonna spend that much more than we have to. Anyway. I also enjoyed another thing about the gym challenge. I did enjoy the mission that you did, which was something kind of new. Like most gyms did have certain things that you had to go through, other than gym trainers, and certain, I guess you could say, kind of sort of missions that you had to go through in previous games to get the gym leader. But in most cases, there were some things where you could just post by all the trainers and crafts and stuff and go straight to the gym leader. Whereas in Pokémon Sword and Shield, you have to prove yourself in a mission before you're able to go up against the gym leader yourself. Because if you don't pass the mission, then you're obviously not worthy enough to count on the gym leader. And I feel like that's a good addition, make the chance to player prove themselves before they can say, "Oh, I'm ready for this gym leader. I'm ready to beat this gym leader." Oh no, bitch! You got to do that mission first. You can't just rely on your strength. You got to also rely on your brains too. You need to know that you can actually think. So I feel like they did that because the game series has kind of become pretty meta, and so I guess that's why they did the whole mission thing to make sure to see if we players actually think rather than just get over level and do all kinds of bullshit and stuff in Pokemon games and stuff like that to get over on the gym zones and then be gym leaders and Elite Four and champions. I guess they're testing to see, let's see if these people actually have these players, Pokemon players that have a brain. Which I didn't mind, Didn't mind it at all. But yeah. Also, like another difference I noticed that whereas in the game, when you get to a certain point, like say the 7th gym badge or 8th gym badge, you get or 6th gym badge, you get to face off against. You have to face off against the evil team / legendary Pokemon, or both at the same time. Whereas you go up against, go through the gym challenge and the championship cup before having to go up against before you had to go up against the legendary, which is the tournament. And that doesn't show up until in the middle of the championship when you're about to face up against the champion. And I said, okay, so we instead of doing it before we get the Champion Cup League, we do it so we beat all the gym leaders, all the gym challenges, and the gym leaders competing, and we're about to face off against the champion. That's when all the shit hits the fan, and all the legendary Pokemon who causing all this disaster, something like most legendary Pokemon do show up, and we had to stop them and figure out stuff like that. Okay, I said, okay, that's nice. A nice little twist. Yeah, I like that. I thought it was a nice, cool twist. But, yeah. I think I pretty much my whole experience because I really enjoy the game to the point where now I'm addicted to the game. I literally start new avatar accounts just to play the game over and over and over again with different trainers and start to create different Pokemon teams to compete in the game counts over and over and over and over and over. Like I literally do that just to play the game over again. That's how addicted I am of the game. I haven't bought the DLC yet, I'm going. Hopefully, I can save enough to get the DLC so I can do Elf Armor, the armor DLC. Elf Armor DLC, as well as the Crown Tundra DLC. Because I've been wanting to do those. I thought about getting it on at the beginning, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna spend that kind of money yet. I got stuff to do and bills paid and all that stuff. No. That's all stuff. No. That's stuff. But we all gotta do what we gotta do, It be like that sometimes. But anyways, that's about it. I enjoyed the game. I do still recommend. I recommend it, even though that game has been out for a while now. I recommend people go back and buy it and have a good time. Hey, I need to start streaming and uploading video content on there on one of my other channels. That's awesome. I need to do that. But anywho, I will see you all there. So before I go, here's a few video clips for you.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
Mario, I still have you. Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, Dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy.
Why are you asking?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who'd want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Come on. It was so many years. Come on. It's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Bigfoot.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey
My
ahead.
name isn't...
You will meet
No.
great foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
No.